Can you share your perspective on AI agents and how Procuro's leveraging them either now or going to in the future for procurement people?
Yeah, agents seems to be the direction where a lot of the new innovation, especially around startups and smaller companies, is going towards. So what I'll say is, agents have just three fundamental pillars to them, and to keep it very simple, it's you have your foundational model, which is essentially the brain of the agent. You have your data, so your external data sources that you're able to augment and add more information so that the agent has a better understanding of the world around it, whether it's like current news, whether it's your own company internal data that isn't part of the foundational model. And then the last aspect of that is just tools. And tools can really be anything, but it's really just anything that can get that they can call on for help for additional actions that the agent can take. And so that's, in a nutshell, something the simple idea behind an agent. And so we are using agents across our entire stack. And actually, I do believe every LLM interaction that you work with today, even on consumer products, on even OpenAI's ChatGPT, it's an agent architecture that enables a lot of the interactions that you have. So even on the bare bones ChatGPT, if it realizes that it needs to do a web search, that's an agent interaction that you may not necessarily realize that is an agent interaction. And so agents are actually going to be the predominant interaction that folks will have with AI, not just the foundational model, which just powers those agents. And so how we see the world today really is, agents are just going to be pervasive across the entire stack. And most of the time you won't even see what the agent is doing. The tangible example that Procuro is doing with agents, for example, is on this contract analysis portion. We have an agent that we've prompted and pre-trained and fine-tuned to be able to assess and find cost-saving opportunities. And so that is a specialized agent that only looks for opportunities in that domain, so that they are the expert in that particular to be able to find those opportunities. And we have a separate agent for risk reduction, a separate agent for automation. And so when you give AIs and these foundational models specialized tasks, that's where you'll see a ton of value be created. And now it goes back to sort of what we were talking about earlier, where startups are going to win and more vertical products are going to win, is in the way of, you can only make an effective agent if you have domain expertise at your disposal to be able to craft and put that knowledge into an AI system that understands what to look for, what it needs, what its roles are, what its objectives are, what it needs to get done, and the job that needs to get done. And so, although Microsoft is going to be able to build the tooling to be able to, for companies to go make those agents, it's only somebody that has deep procurement expertise that is going to know, what is bulk negotiating discounts? How do you achieve that? What are the methods to go do that? What are my options to reduce payment terms? Is it a benefit? Is it a negative? In what circumstances do I want to extend payment terms? In what circumstances do I want to reduce my payment terms? And so that's where you need the expertise to be able to build the AI systems. And so the LLMs are going to be the building blocks, but agents and the agent architectures are sort of just going to be the new algorithms. And so I think a lot of it in the future, you may be able to start seeing like patents come from and copyright come from agent architectures and how you string multiple AIs together for specific tasks.